And we are live finally.
Yes, we are.
Sorry for anyone who was waiting for us.
She didn't know what she was doing.
Hey, I thought I would be helpful by, because many of you guys have been saying, oh, I didn't get a notification that there was a live. So what I did was I planned a live ahead of time, scheduled it, but then when it came time, I didn't know how to join it. I didn't know how to find it and go live on the one I already created.
I think you finally got to where you go live. We just were on the wrong browser and we couldn't enable the camera.
So we fail.
No, it wasn't a complete failure.
It's sad because we've been doing this YouTube for 4 years and we're still amateur.
No, we're not. Stop.
So
anyway.
Hi, everybody.
How's everybody doing?
I've missed being live and going on YouTube, creating content for you guys. So this is nice to be back. We've missed you. I hope you guys all had a nice Thanksgiving. We did. Luana says, hey ladies, I made it. I'm at work, but it's fine. I'll get paid to hang out with you two beautiful ladies.
Hey Luana, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope you don't get in any trouble.
So can you see us okay and hear us good? Hi, Firefly. So did you guys all have a nice Thanksgiving? Luana said she's her own boss.
Oh, good. She can do whatever she wants then.
We're doing pretty good. Just hanging out. COVID is really not good around here. So I've been really kind of staying indoors, not going anywhere, which can be boring. But I'd rather be safe I'd rather be bored than be sick. So, what about you, honey?
I'm going to try something real quick. Sorry. The camera angle is irritating me.
She has to have it just so, everybody.
There. So
and now they can't see you.
That's okay. What was the question?
Oh, I was asking people how they're doing and what we've been up to. What have you been up to, honey?
Nothing.
Can we turn this a little more?
Taking care of Haley and cleaning the house.
And taking care of Adam.
And taking care of Adam and cleaning the house. That's about it. And trying not to get COVID. But I literally really don't go anywhere. So.
Is that by choice?
Yes and no. I mean, it wouldn't be by choice if it wasn't for COVID. But.
Turn this a little bit.
We're hanging in there. We're getting by.
There.
There we are.
That angle was bugging me that time.
Well, I don't like this one either.
Why? You just don't want to be on the camera. See, these are the type of arguments that we have. If we do argue, they're just very, minuscule and silly.
Her camera angles are all wrong.
Okay, let's see what people are saying. Good, Firefly. Deborah says COVID is running rampant everywhere.
It's really bad here. The hospitals are almost out of hospital beds. So
everyone's saying that COVID is bad where they're at too.
Yeah. We just have to pray that it will all end soon.
Yeah.
Put that out to the universe.
And last week we were supposed to go live because we go live every 2 weeks. But she wasn't feeling well.
I was having very mild symptoms, but you can never be too careful.
So she went to go get a test.
It was
And
negative, thank
thank
God.
God.
It was negative, but when you caregive for somebody, you have to get tested. I mean, I don't think it's the law, but
Recommended.
you should. I mean, that's, if you're having any kind of symptom, then they're susceptible, then you need to take care of that shite.
Will you turn those lights on, please?
Oh, I thought they were on.
We don't have a light kit yet, so sorry about our lighting. It's not the greatest. COVID is bad in Minnesota.
Yikes.
It's not good. I hope you guys are all being careful and cautious. But since I've been home a lot, I have been making content on TikTok, and some of the videos have gotten a lot of views, which is interesting because I barely do anything on there. But it's fun. It's kind of addicting.
She dances on there and it's really cool. Don't let her tell you she's not doing anything on there.
Well,
She does these really awesome dances.
thank you, honey. Adam's being fussy. Of course, right when we start our live, he always does this.
On cue.
Uh-huh. It's frustrating. So, but yeah, we really haven't been doing, well, that's nice, honey.
Does that look okay?
Yeah. We really haven't been doing a lot of content as far as YouTube is concerned, just because we're not going anywhere, we're not doing anything. So you basically would just see us hanging around the house, like watching TV or listening to music, or, Angie does artwork. I like to sing. And that's about it. That's what we're doing. So it's, kind of sad to say, but it's the truth. So, did Adam go outside?
No.
Yeah, Luana, a lot of kids are on there. Mostly kids are on TikTok, but there are some adults on there, actually.
There's a lot of adults on there. Usually they do more political stuff.
Yeah, but it's not the platform I would prefer to be on. I prefer YouTube because I've been doing YouTube for over 12 years. Not professionally, but for fun. And so I just know what I know. Well, I kind of know what I'm doing, but it's just more familiar to me. TikTok, there's so many things that you can do on there, filters and dance trends and special effects, and it's like kind of overwhelming. So, oh, that's cool, Luana. How cool. My mom used to make them too. That's awesome. And we still haven't put our Christmas tree up, but we're going to hopefully soon. I wanted to put it up like the beginning of November, and Angie was like, absolutely not.
I'm going to give Adam a calming treat.
Okay.
Here, Adam.
Okay, I will, Luana. What's your name on the Instagram? What's Adam doing? He's begging for food and attention, like always.
He's your good boy.
He's a rascalet. That's what I call a rascal and a shitlet. Rascalet.
Well, he knows he gets his CBD treat at night, and it's part of his routine. So, but he asked for it a little early tonight, which is okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll calm him through.
So speaking of what Angie has in her hand is body armor, my new favorite beverage. If I'm gonna drink like a electrolyte sports drink, I love body armor. It's delicious. They have so many flavors. They're a little high in sugar, but I can't finish a whole one in one day. A bottle like that would take me 3 or 4 days to finish. No joke. And they're just absolutely delicious.
The base is coconut water.
Yeah.
So it's coconut water with electrolytes, flavors, vitamins A, C, and E, and B vitamins.
Deborah Murray says she's never had one. It's really good.
They're good.
They're not overly sweet, but they do have a lot of sugar in them. But they also make a light version, which I haven't had because I'm picky with artificial sweetener flavors. I don't like diet drinks of any kind. So I prefer drinking these. And I know that if I just drink a third of it, it's really not killing me that bad because I don't eat a lot of sugar anyway.
Hit the camera, baby. Sorry.
So that's why. But what's your favorite flavor, honey?
My favorite flavor is probably this one. It's fruit punch. And I like the orange mango.
I haven't had the orange mango yet. My favorite is the strawberry watermelon. That's the first flavor I ever tried.
Oh yeah, that one.
And it's delicious. Second most favorite is the coconut pineapple. Delicious. So I really love it. So if you want a new sports drink idea and you're sick of Gatorade or Powerade, try Body Armor.
This is actually way better than Gatorade or Powerade.
And we're not sponsored by them, but we could be.
Just by the fact that it's coconut water, kind of gives it a extra boost.
Yeah. Well, Deborah, they do make a light version. Body Armor Light. So I would suggest that one for you. She said she can't have a lot of sugar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Peter says Red Bull. I cannot drink energy drinks. I barely can drink a whole cup of coffee. I'd say I drink 4 to 6 ounces of coffee a day, and that's it.
I can't do energy drinks that much anymore. I definitely feel the effects of it. But I used to when I was younger.
Luana says, boo Red Bull.
It's really bad for your heart.
Show everyone your sweatshirt.
Sweatshirt, everybody.
She
You
just
can't miss it.
she just got it today. It's by Carhartt.
Haley bought it for me. It's she let me open it early. Early Christmas.
No, it's for Caregiver Appreciation Month,
Oh yeah.
which is in November. And I didn't know, I forgot about it.
I had no idea.
So
You didn't need to get me anything. But thank you. I love it. It's my first hoodie that I own now since the fire.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it a hoodie?
it's a hoodie.
Yeah, it's my first post-fire hoodie.
I told her she's now an official Oregonian because she owns a piece of Carhartt.
That's Haley's version of what an Oregonian is. You have to own Carhartt. What else?
You like guns or hunting,
Which we don't.
which we don't. You like camo, which I don't.
I don't like camo.
you like to go fishing, which I would if, if the conditions were right and the weather was good and it was accessible and I had help. I probably wouldn't mind going fishing. So there's that. What else defines an Oregonian? Oh, you have to like the ducks or the beavers, which I don't care about sports. What else makes an Oregonian?
You have to like pot.
You have to like weed, which I do. So that counts me in as an Oregonian. But other than that, I have one Carhartt hat and I smoke weed. That's about it. Other than that, I'm a California girl. Through and through. And I use an umbrella in Oregon, which is not, it's not common here or in Washington to use an umbrella for the rain.
It's kind of dumb and pointless.
Hi, Brian, your brother.
Hi, Brian. Thanks for watching. My brother, everybody.
Yes. How was your Thanksgiving, Brian? Sounded like you had a whole bunch of people over there. I bet the food was delicious.
No, they didn't have a lot of people, I don't think.
Well, when there's kids involved, it does feel like a lot of people.
One kid is worth like 10 adults.
Yes.
Or 20 adults.
In my mind. We did. We had fun yesterday. We had a couple friends over and, we were social distancing in the house. They had masks on. So I think it was pretty safe. No one had any temperatures or symptoms of anything.
We took their temperatures at the door.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. Yeah, we had a good Thanksgiving. It was very, very mellow.
That sounds nice, Brian.
What did
He said it was just Mom and Brandon and Vicky and Amanda Cole and the kids.
Oh, nice. See, a nice small gathering. That's the best way to go.
Hi, Crafty Starkey. Those sound good. Special brownies. I'm all for it. Medibles for me, I do like them on occasion, but I have to have a very, very, very low dose of it. I'm talking like between 2 and 5 milligrams. Otherwise, I'll be sick to my stomach. It's happened to me before. So that's why I don't take them a lot. But when I do, it's nice. So good on you. That sounds great. And thank you for being a viewer of our channel. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
From the UK.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Welcome to our channel.
Hi, Robin.
Hey, Robin.
So, yeah, we had a couple friends over. My caregiver helped before she left yesterday make a turkey.
She made the turkey, which was really awesome.
And we have more leftovers than we know what to do with. So we made enchiladas out of them tonight. So that's going to be our dinner. Yummy.
Another amazing recipe her caregiver put together.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Brian said, what did you cook?
Nothing.
She didn't cook any of it.
I did the dishes. That was really nice of Tammy. Tammy came over and she just took over and did everything, which was really nice.
Bye, Rachel. Thanks for stopping in.
Tammy made the mashed potatoes. She made the gravy. Matthew helped.
Yeah. I love me some mashed potatoes and gravy. Always have. And cranberry, obviously, to go with the turkey. I love it together.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people don't like turkey. They like ham, which is, to each their own. but I'm definitely a turkey girl. If Angie had her way, we wouldn't have had any meat at all. Not that she's a vegetarian, but she has a hard time with killing turkeys.
I
So,
don't agree with it. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that people obsess over turkey on Thanksgiving. It's
Oh.
just a whole can of worms.
oh, thank you, Deborah. She sent us $19.99.
No way. Thanks, Deborah.
Yeah,
That was really
thank
nice of
you.
Thank you. That was so sweet. Yeah,
Robin says honey baked ham, yum.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I never cared for Thanksgiving food. It's not my favorite holiday,
No,
but I try to make the best of it for Haley because she likes it. She likes the whole traditional turkey, the whole nine. Spending it with lots of family and having a turkey and
well, I just think, I know the root of Thanksgiving is not happy, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
but you have happy memories from Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So that's what it's about for you.
And honestly, I like reflecting on all the things that I have, and remember how fortunate I am as a person. Because we forget how lucky and privileged we are day to day to day to day. People don't really think about it. But yeah.
That's good, honey. I like that.
So
Yes.
I just feel blessed to have what I have and to be alive.
Every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day it's a gift.
Luana says, this was my first year doing the turkey for myself, and I told my husband that I will never make a turkey ever again. I was thanking the turkey and everything. It was really hard on my soul. Aww. That's how Angie feels too.
Yeah.
And that's how my mother is. She's a vegan. So we didn't spend it with my family or Angie's family. Well, firstly, because her family can't travel out of Washington without quarantining for 2 weeks after they return, which would be really hard in her mom's case because she has to work.
She can't get that time off work, so she came here. Oregon has quarantine rules, so she'd have to quarantine for, 2 weeks, 1 week? So once she gets here, she has to quarantine. So which means she'd have to stay here for like a week or 2 weeks. And then when she gets back to Washington, she'd have to quarantine for another 2 weeks. So she'd be taking off a month off of work just to come see us for a weekend. And she doesn't have that kind of time.
Yeah, and for us to travel, it's a little bit more tricky. Plus, I'm cautious to travel because of the virus. That's why I didn't even go to see my family because I don't know, I'm just nervous. So I didn't want to go anywhere.
It was nice just to stay home and have a couple friends and chill out and have a nice, relaxing day. That's the best way for me, in my book, to celebrate a holiday. Just a few people and a nice day.
Yeah, my cousin taught me this expression, KISS, which stands for keep it super simple. And I like that.
I love that. Keep it super simple. No need to have a bunch of stress over something that's not supposed to be stressful.
Yeah. You know what we can't do now? Our prayer cards.
Oh yeah, those are gone.
Because we don't have them anymore.
Every day we think of something. Every single day we think of something. Oh yeah, that's gone.
So it's a bummer. Also, I wanted to talk to you guys about a really cool movie I watched
Oh, yeah.
called Come As You Are. And it's about these three gentlemen?
Yeah, 3 of them.
Three gentlemen. Well, the primary character, Scotty, he was born with what I believe is cerebral palsy. In the movie, he's not actually a disabled actor, which some people have an issue with, but it's acting. I don't know. I don't really get upset about it, but some people do. But in any case, he plays this young man, 20s, with cerebral palsy, and he's at the peak of his sexual, what do you call it?
He's in his sexual prime, basically.
His sexual prime. He hasn't been with anybody, and so he learns about this brothel in Canada that caters to people with special needs. And so he decides to round up a couple of his friends and go on this road trip. They hire a nurse to drive a van up to Canada to go to this brothel. And it's a really good, inspiring movie. I don't want to give it away, but it's just something really good.
And it's also a comedy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, I don't know what it feels like to be a young man, but I know what it felt like to have those physical wants back in the day before I ever started dating.
And these guys were in their 20s, right?
Yeah.
They were in their 20s or 30s, and for whatever reason, I don't agree with it, they were still under their parents' rule and thumb.
Yeah, they still lived at home.
And so they had to hide the fact that they're going on this road trip from their parents, even though they're adults. But it was an insightful, intriguing movie. Also, there was a lot of laughs. At first, I was like, "Oh God, here we go! It's gonna be really perverted, men and their sex." But I watched it with Haley, and I'm like, "Oh, this isn't bad. It's a pretty good."
It's heartfelt, especially at the end. It gets a little sad, but it's really good, and it was relatable in some ways for me because I could kind of feel what they were going through. The loneliness and the longing for, intimacy. So it was really good. I'm glad to see that a movie like that was made. Too bad it wasn't about women, but So anyhow, it's on Hulu or Stars, and it's called Come As You Are. Now, this is the second version of the movie. There was 2 different versions, but it's the latest one. I think it was done 2019. So check it out if you're interested.
Totally cool. Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yes, Come As You Are. Emily, yes, we had a really good Thanksgiving. It was quiet and calm, which we liked, nice and peaceful.
And awesome people.
Yeah, we spent it with friends.
Haley's former caregiver and friend and her son, they're both really awesome, nice, down-to-earth people. So that was really fun.
Yeah, you guys have seen, if you've seen the video of us
trying
trying
pies.
different pies, that was our friend Tammy. So she was over last night.
Yeah.
And we wanted to get some footage of us, but we just didn't.
I think we were just too focused on the dinner.
Yeah.
You know, getting everything ready and, plus, I think they both would have been great on camera.
Yeah.
Maybe next time we're going to try to get Matt on our channel and interview him, because he's a brain.
He
and
is.
He's also very creative and very talented. And he's just got so many ideas up his sleeve for just anything and everything. And so we hope to get him on our channel and interview him. And
Yeah.
he wants to start his own channel as well. So hopefully we can help him.
Yeah, he's a
get started
musician.
with that. Yeah, he's a rap artist.
Yeah. So
that's some upcoming exciting possible content.
But it may be a while, because right now he doesn't have a vehicle, so transportation is kind of rough.
Yeah.
And he doesn't live the closest to us, so it's down the road, nothing happening soon. Now, did you want to talk about the film that Sia is creating and tell your opinion about it?
Sure. So there's a film coming out that Sia is producing.
Sia is the singer.
And I think it's loosely based on her, but I'm not sure. And the main character, her name is Music, and Music has autism. Well, there was a whole uproar and controversy about Sia not casting an autistic person to play the role. And instead of saying, "Oh, I apologize," instead of asking questions, Sia was very defensive and mean to the people that were, to the autistic people that were calling her out on this, that were trying to tell her, and that just really upset me. And I got really upset, and as did a lot of people, because one, if you can't find an actor or actress with the disability you're portraying to play the part, at least have said actor or actress do ample research and have a person with autism, an autistic person, for example, that kind of to shadow the actress so they can learn from them truths about what autism is. Another thing is Autism Speaks is on board with the film. I don't know if they're sponsoring it, but they're working with Autism Speaks, which is a huge thumbs down no for me. Because if you're not aware, if you're new to this channel and you haven't heard me speak on this subject, Autism Speaks is bad. They view autism as a disease and this horrible disorder versus just a different neurological way of existing. And they want a cure, which most autistic people don't want to be cured, something that's part of who they are. And yeah, Autism Speaks, they don't consult autistic people. They don't have any autistic people on their board, and they just have this whole negative attitude about autism, and it's just not a good organization to support, If you want to support autism, support autistics themselves and listen to autistics. Oh, and also on Sia, one of her responses, this whole thing played out on Twitter. People were calling her out on Twitter, and one of her tweets back to one of her critics was, well, what did she say? Well, this, we don't want to hire someone that's low functioning because it would be cruel or something like that. And that's just, that's stupid. Functioning labels are oh so wrong. You can Google it and research about it. I don't agree with functioning labels.
What does that mean, functioning labels?
When people say high functioning or low functioning,
Oh,
and it's very degrading and I think derogatory, because you don't know deep down inside what someone can and can't do and what level of functioning they're at. You don't know. Because there can be someone completely nonverbal and they're just, and there's so many things that they can do that someone who is verbal can't do. It's like everybody possesses different traits in different areas, and I don't believe there is an outside definition of high and low functioning. That's something you determine on your own, like, how do I function? And it's not up to someone else to tell you, oh, you can't function, or this person should be able to function, so why aren't they doing this or that? They're just lazy. No, that's not true. That's not right. So I just don't think it's a nice label to impose on people.
thank you for explaining, because I didn't really know the meaning of what you were saying. And
Yeah.
also maybe others didn't either.
Yeah,
So-
a lot of people don't know this stuff. I mean, this is just a new frontier in people's awareness of things that need to change in the way we view autism and people who are different, people who think differently, and things, people don't realize how ableist the world really is. You could be the most liberal, accepting, kind person on the planet, and you could still probably have very ableist views. And that just needs to change. More awareness and acceptance of autism needs to be talked about.
Everyone's saying, yes, so true. Preach it, Angie. Amen, sister.
Thank you.
And the muscle arm up.
I try my best to articulate what I'm trying to say.
It's hard, believe me.
There's so many people that, there's tons of YouTube channels of autistic, brilliant, creative autistic people speaking on these issues. And I suggest you have a look and just really research it for yourself. And it's really important to me. So, and I'm really bummed out about Sia, because she was one of my favorite singers, but she's so dismissive. And it's just very disappointing, very disheartening.
Someone asked, yours cool, one of our older subscribers, hello. They want to know, how long ago did you receive your official diagnosis of autism?
I have not received an official diagnosis.
But she's working on it.
Yeah, it's very hard. Like I said, that goes with the functioning labels. Again, I appear to the medical profession to be very, very functioning. But that shouldn't matter, how I appear to them. It just shouldn't matter. I do struggle in so many areas. And in a lot of ways, this is a mask. Like me talking right now and explaining things and articulating things, it's a mask. And it's just, there's just so much about a person that we can't impose our own beliefs on when it comes to diagnosing autism, if that makes sense. So people like me who appear to be high functioning, nobody wants to diagnose. Nobody wants to touch that. It's very difficult to get an official diagnosis. And it's hard, especially as a female on the spectrum. Females get missed when it comes to diagnosing autism and receiving the care and treatment and yada, 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 from, getting services and all different kinds of things that we miss out on because they don't think we have autism. It's, it's just her period, or it's her hormones. It's this or that. She doesn't have autism. She has bipolar or borderline personality. And it's like women get these outrageous diagnoses when it's simply autism. And so it's hard for an adult to get diagnosed, and B, women to get diagnosed, because it's so biased. The view of what autism is incredibly skewed and biased. And the medical definition only includes information that is based off of the study of autism in males. So, and it presents differently in everybody, not just between male and female, but in every single person, it presents differently. So I guess I have a lot to say on the subject.
Yeah, you do. I'm very impressed.
Sorry if I'm
No.
boring anybody.
No, I'm interested.
I wasn't prepared to talk tonight because I'm feeling so tired and like the, but I guess it's just all coming out.
Sorry, honey.
No, you're fine. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead, continue what you were.
Well, that opened up an idea of what I wanted to mention about the movie is the movie that I was mentioning earlier, Come As You Are, is that the main character, Scotty, he was very negative minded, you know, kind of bitter at the world, angry. You know, he was kind of a jerk to his friends and people, his peers. He was just kind of an a-hole, right?
Yeah.
And I think that had a lot to do with why he wasn't attracting women, because women sensed his dislike of himself, his unaccepting of his body and his life that he was given. And so that really does make a difference on attracting somebody, is loving yourself and accepting who you are on the inside and outside. And after he went on this trip, on this journey with his friends, he did start to shed his layers of inhibition and just his attitude changed. And I think that has a lot to do with it, is like society will tell people like him or people like me, oh, you know, you're unattractive, you're undesirable. So then you start telling yourself that. And then that's not going to help you to attract somebody, because they're going to know that you feel like that. They're going to sense it, you know? So at the end of the movie, he asks a lady that he worked with out on a date, and she said yes. And I think, you know, your mind and your attitude toward life can affect whether or not you attract somebody.
That's very good, and that's a very good point. And it's so true.
And
it's really true.
It bothers me that there's still that stigma of burden. Angie's a burden. You know, I'm a burden on her. I meant I'm a burden on her. She's not a burden on me. I'm a burden. You know, anyone I'm with, I'm going to be a burden.
Just because she's differently abled.
You know,
that's not what makes that's not what makes anybody a burden, because they're differently abled than their partner. No, a burden is something like if they're a complete asshole or a narcissist. Those are burdens. Having a different ability is not a burden, right?
Exactly. And so when Angie met me, I think she saw that I was positive, and I was, you know, I'm not saying I had a high self-esteem, but I wasn't down on myself either. Right? Did you notice that?
Yeah, she's so upbeat and positive, and more positive than anybody I ever know. She just has a positive answer for everything, and I think that's what attracted me to her, because she has this light of life that she exudes. And that's one of the things that I found very attractive in Haley.
So I just wanted to share that with everybody. You know, that's why the movie meant a lot to me, is because I saw the change in him. And
What is it called again?
Come As You Are.
Come As You Are. Yeah.
So
Good flick if anybody's looking for a new flick to watch. She's reading the comments.
yeah. Yeah, Luana, you have to love yourself first, which I do. I'm not saying I'm a narcissist by any means, but I do love who I am. Would I want a different body? Yeah. Why not? Yeah. But, you know, we all have something that we don't like about our physical body. I'm sure we all have something, you know, and yeah.
Yeah. Part of loving yourself is exuding love, and people are attracted to that. People can sense that when you exude love and lightheartedness and happiness and kindness.
Firefly, did you say you've seen that movie, Come As You Are? See, Firefly says she has things she doesn't like about her body. Everybody does. Firefly did see the movie. Yeah, it's a good one. Very relatable to me. Would I go to a brothel? Probably not. You know, before I met somebody to get my, you know, needs met, probably not. I don't know. I have to have a connection
Yeah.
with somebody to be intimate with them.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just, I don't want to give away any spoilers to the movie, but they kind of figure that out in the movie. That, you know, it's better to have a connection with somebody.
Yeah. And I have started another show called, what the heck is that show we watch called? Better Things, or
Better Things.
Better Things with Pamela Adlon.
Bobby Hill.
She's amazing. I can't say enough good things about this actress, Pamela Adlon. She is mostly a voice actress for Bobby Hill on King of the Hill. The show did end in May. It had 4 seasons, but I'm just now watching it for the first time on Hulu. And I just like her personality. She's a little how would you describe Pamela's personality? She's a little bit abrasive,
pessimistic.
But she's definitely attractive. She's definitely eye candy for me. So that helps. But the show, it's really good. It's a drama. She's a mom of 3 girls, and it just shows, you know, their life. And yeah.
Raising 2 teenagers and 1 almost teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just how chaotic it can be and crazy it can be, but they all love each other, and there's the fun times and then there's the hard times, and that whole storyline.
Lori says, I get it. I struggle with feeling like a burden to my husband. I have RA. That must mean rheumatoid arthritis. Is that what that is? Peter, I understand. I have anxiety 24/7 as well. I struggle with it. The cannabis that's why I use the cannabis mostly for anxiety. And Angie has anxiety as well. I think hers is a little bit different than mine.
Mine is also constant. 25/8. It always has been since as far back as I can remember, and it more manifests in my body. Like I guess you could say I have high functioning anxiety because it's, I appear to be very functioning with it, but inside I'm just like so tense and pent up all the time, and that causes a lot of physical
Symptoms.
problems in the body.
And I think my physical symptoms from the anxiety go to my stomach.
Yeah.
Definitely go to my stomach. I always have a stomach ache. I probably have a stomach ache every day. Not all day, but at some point of the day, how you hear me saying, "Oh, my stomach hurts," don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, anxiety is a bitch. It really is.
Brian says, "Same sis."
Aw, sorry, Brian.
You guys are more alike than you probably know.
I think we're the most alike out of the family.
Yeah.
I think.
But I wanted to ask you, honey, after watching that movie, Come As You Are, could you kind of see, like, looking at it from their perspective, like, I didn't know that they felt that way, or I didn't realize how hard that must feel? Like, did you get another perspective?
Not really another perspective. I just kind of opened up my eyes a little bit more, I guess. Like it kind of reiterated in my mind what it must really be like to have to ask for help for every last little thing. Like I already knew that, but it kind of, the movie makes you feel it a little bit more, coming from, like, I'm a person who doesn't know that. And so it really shows that, and it's.
But you kind of do know because, like you said before we met, yes, you had dated, you had partners, but it was hard for you to, approach women socially.
Oh yeah.
In a public situation.
Incredibly.
So that's not necessarily your fault. Just like my situation is not my fault. So you kind of know, in a way.
In a way, yeah. Because there are barriers.
There's barriers.
To having autism, to having anxiety, to having social anxiety. There are barriers. They're not physical, but they're definitely mental. And I guess they can manifest physically. And so it's not like I didn't want to go put myself out there or mingle or hit on people. I couldn't. I physically couldn't. And kind of sucked.
I just want to read this comment here. Brandy says, "I'm 42 years with spina bifida. I've been married 20 years to my able-bodied husband. And when we first got together, people thought I was going to be a burden to my husband." Lori, I understand completely. Luckily I didn't have a lot of people say things to me like, "Oh, you're gonna be a burden to her." But Angie had some people say things to her about me, and not a lot. Yeah.
Oh.
Not gonna name names, but yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, so I can understand that.
Yeah, a burden is, when you're not compatible, or if the person's a narcissist, like I said, if they're a narcissist or an asshole, that's what a burden is to me.
Crafty Starkey, thank you so much for joining us. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to our channel.
And I'm glad that we helped you. That makes me feel good.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Thanks for joining us.
Someone said, Lori said, I have medical marijuana too, but I don't like feeling high. I do like feeling high. I'm not going to deny it. And mine is not medical. It's just, it's recreational here.
But it's
So
for your anxiety.
it's for my
You
anxiety.
really do it to relax at
Yeah.
night, because that's when your anxiety is the worst, right?
Yeah. So
I personally, I want to like it, but I don't. I can't. I have adverse reactions to it, which is sad. But
Robin, well, thank you so much for listening. Be careful on your drive. She's driving from Orlando to Georgia right now.
Wow. Yeah, safe travels.
Yeah, be careful.
People drive crazy nowadays. Really, really bad.
Yeah. So yeah, anyhow, that was kind of a one thing led to another conversation, which I liked. It flowed.
Yeah, it's cool when it flows. And what else were you gonna mention?
So I got the go ahead from the owners of this house, aka my family, to allow me to put up LED lights on the rim of my ceiling.
And it's gonna look so awesome.
Yeah, and they can move, they can change colors with the music that I play. Or I can just set them to stay one color, and you can pick any color. So if I want pink lights, I can have pink. If I have white lights, I have white. I could just change it according to what, mood I'm in. So I'm really excited, and I can do it myself with a remote control. So it's pretty neat.
Your room is gonna be a disco.
It
Your
is.
room's gonna be jamming
Yes.
every night.
Yeah.
That's cool, honey. I'm glad. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, Brian says those lights are awesome. I have a friend who has some like that. See, they're very popular. They're very popular. So I'm excited.
That's awesome.
I offered you some too, but you said no.
I don't know if I get the same enjoyment.
They might be too bright for you.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I like mellower lights. But I'm glad you're getting them. That's awesome. It's totally
My drive.
your jam.
Yeah, my vibe.
Totally.
So, but anyways, we've been live for about an hour. We still have to put the oven on and cook our
Enchiladas.
Turkey enchiladas. And
Let me grab
yeah.
Hi, Bubba's.
So I appreciate everyone that came on today. Here's little Adam.
Here he is. He was sleeping. I woke him up.
Here's little Adam. And I appreciate everyone that came on and watched us, including my brother-in-law, Brian.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. Awesome.
Oh, Peter, you definitely will see my new lights when I put them up. Definitely. That's a promise.
You want to say anything to your people?
They constantly flicker. Firefly, that's not good.
Okay.
Brian says, good night. Enjoy your enchiladas.
Good night. Thanks, Brian.
Good night, Brian, or Adam, he says.
Say good night, Uncle Brian.
French fry, we did move. We moved to the town up from us. We got a nice new house. Well, it's not new, but it's new to us. And yeah, so we're just happy to have this house and to be safe. Ooh, he itches right there. Look at him. He's doing this for the camera.
He really is. He's like, ooh, scratchies.
Look, see his face, everybody? And the tongue? I wish I can zoom in on him.
Big scratchies.
Go back there. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, right by his tail.
Thank you. We are staying safe. I haven't been going out much, because I don't want to catch anything. So, anyways, thank you all for watching, and we'll be back in 2 weeks and hopefully put out an episode soon.
Yes.
So, anyways, hope you have a good weekend, and sending you all peace and love, okay?
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Bye.
Bye.